Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Steph Wild and today I'm going to be taking you through a very short booty band workout. So we're working our glutes and our legs mainly with the use of a short resistance band. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This really does help me keep making more free workouts for you. So you're going to grab your short resistance band. I recommend a medium resistance, so not too heavy, not too light, but of course do what works for you. Grab your mat and let's get started. All right, first of all, stepping inside your band. And I want you to place the band just above your knees around your thighs and take your feet squat distance apart. So for you that might be slightly wider than your hips, about shoulders distance apart, and you can have a slight external rotation of your feet and your legs here if you like. What we want to be doing is keeping the pressure outwards on the band. So not letting our knees roll inwards, using your glutes to keep that pressure outwards. And something I like to think of and I like to cue is keeping the knees in line with the pinky toes, not the big toes. So think more pinky toes, but still keeping pressure down through all 10 of your toes. All right, from here, sinking your bottom backwards, we're coming into a squat, keeping that pressure on the band, sink your butt nice and low down behind you, and then standing tall. And the whole time, keeping that outwards pressure on the band. So when we come into a squat, you want to be hinging from the hips, stick your booty backwards, and pretend you're sitting into a chair that's really low behind you. And you can even practice by sitting down into a low chair or couch or onto a stool. So sinking down, keeping that outwards pressure on the band the whole time. Breathing freely, it doesn't really matter how you breathe here, but if you like, you can inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. So your hips go back on the way down and they come forwards on the way up. And this is a really great way to train squats using the band because it helps you become really aware of if your knees are rolling inwards. All right, let's hold this next one down in the squat. Holding here, can you draw your belly in, low ribs down, and now lift up halfway and come all the way down again. Halfway up, all the way down. Halfway lift, come all the way down. Awesome, keep that pressure outwards on the band. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, last 2, and 1. And coming all the way up. Now, I don't know about you, but I certainly felt that in my glutes, so hopefully you did as well. All right, now, standing once again with your feet about hip distance apart, so you've got tension against the band, and you're gonna start to step a little wider, and then bring it in with one heel lifted. So step to flat feet, and then step in. Flat feet, step in. Now we're bending the knees as we step out, and then straightening the supporting leg as you tap the opposite toes to the floor. So we're going down, up. So it's a little side to side squat and tap. This is a fun one to do with music if you like. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So you're getting into that squat position, bottom down, lifting up, bottom down. We've still got our knees tracking in line with our pinky toes. Let's do 4 more, and 3, last 2, last 1. Woo! All right, let's shimmy the band down now to around our ankles. You can always use a bar or a chair or a wall or a table to hold onto for a little bit of support with this one. You're going to transfer your weight into one leg. Once again, try not to let your knee roll inwards, keep it out in line with your pinky toes. And then you're going to tap the other toe forward, out, to the back, to the side, forward, out, back, side. So we're keeping our knees a little bent. Yep. Forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side. Once you've got the hang of it, can you draw little half circles, keeping your toes floating off the floor the whole time? Let's do 4 more. Let's go. Last 4 and 3. Try to keep your pelvis in line. Last 2. Last 1. Amazing. Changing to the other side, bending into the opposite knee. Lift your heel off the floor, tap it forward, out, side, forward, side, back, side, forward, side. Feeling the glutes working here. Forward, side, back, side. Once again, if you want, you can float your toes off the floor the whole time, drawing that half circle forward and back, forward and back. Always hold on to something for balance if you like. Hopefully I don't lose my balance and fall in the pool. Last two. Woo! Last one. Oh, amazing job. Let's step out of the band for a moment. Give your legs a little shimmy. Yeah, give them a little wiggle side to side. Maybe draw some hip circles. Just shaking it off. Okay. Now for the next part of our glutes workout today, we are going to be going down onto all fours, hands and knees. If you're recovering from a knee surgery or something like that and you can't kneel on your knees, then this is where you end your workout today. However, if you want more, let's go down onto the floor. So you're going to place the band around your legs again and place it over the top of your knees. Okay, from here, come down onto all fours and I want you to kneel on your band. So you're kneeling on the band. Okay, spread your fingers out wide, stay strong through your arms here. See if you can wrap the pointy bits of your elbows back towards you, let your elbow creases shine forwards. And really stay lifted through the upper back. So trying not to sink down like this. See if you can spread the shoulder blades apart. Keep your knees hip distance apart here. So what I mean by that is your knees aren't together. We want to keep a little bit of pressure on the band. Now you're going to transfer your weight into your right knee and hover your left knee off the mat. From here, can you start to lift your left leg up in the air behind you, keeping a 90-degree angle between your hip, your knee and your ankle. Try to keep your pelvis in alignment, so trying not to lift that outer hip. Keep them in alignment, and then can you bring that knee and the toes back down to tap onto the mat, and we start again. Lift it up and down. You might like to exhale as you lift the leg up and inhale as you bring it down, or the other way, inhale up, exhale down. I don't mind as long as you keep breathing. Keep pushing firmly through your arms, check in there, lift and lower. And it's really normal to feel the work in the leg of the glute that's on the floor. Yeah, the glutes of the leg that's on the floor. Let's do 4 more. Here we go for 4. Woo! 3, pelvis square. Last 2. Can you hold this next one up there? We're going halfway down with the knee, all the way up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Bring it down. And now moving into the other side. So placing the pressure on your left knee with the band underneath your left knee. Remember, stay lifted through your body. Try to minimize the movement through your trunk here. Start to lift your right leg up and down. Tap your knee and your toes to the mat. Lift and lower. Also, just be really aware not to lean too much to one side. We want to try and keep the weight even. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Let's do 4 more. Here we go for 4, 3, last 2. Hold this next one up there. Let's do those little pulses halfway down and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, I'm going to take the band off now and we're going to stretch out our glutes. We've done a lot of glute work today. You may have felt the work in your quads and your hamstrings as well. There's 2 options here. You can sit on your bottom, take your hands behind you, bending your knees, and then cross one ankle over the opposite knee. Now, the closer in that you draw your underneath leg towards you, the more intense this stretch can become on the glutes. Lift your chest up nice and high. So maybe your foot is here, maybe it's in nice and tight. Everyone's different. Do what works for you. You can also take a gentle lean here from side to side. Breathing deeply. Really important you keep your breath going as you stretch. Helps your body relax. Okay, let's change legs. Other side. The other option is to do this stretch standing up. So if you'd like to do that one, it can be a little trickier on the balance, but if you're up for a challenge, standing on one leg, cross the opposite ankle over your thigh and then sink your hips back and down like you're doing a squat. You can even start to take your hands towards the floor. You can also do this one seated in a chair. Let me grab a chair and show you. So what you'll want to do is sit on the chair, cross one ankle over the opposite thigh and lean forward. And this is a really great stretch to do if you work in an office or you work seated a lot of the day, a lot of driving. If you've been on an aeroplane for a really long time, so sitting on the edge of your seat and then leaning forwards. Nice deep breaths once again. If you do suffer from tight hips, I also have another video on YouTube all about simple stretches for your hips, and I'll link to that here. All right, that concludes our session for today, all about glute strengthening using the band. I hope you found it helpful. You can also do all of these exercises without the band. So if you don't have a band, give it a go anyway. I hope you enjoyed this session. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That really does help me make more content for you. I'm Steph Wild. Lots of love. Bye for now.